I know you guys thought I ran off. I'm still here. I apologize. I think the last time I put out a video was, I don't know, what is it, March? December. Maybe November? Like 4 months? I've just been extremely busy, guys. So I got a chainsaw for Christmas, and this big tree, I've like pulled on it, chopped on it. I'm not skilled enough with the chainsaw to do this whole thing yet, but I'm going to at least get that piece off the top and then kind of see what the plan is. There's a flat spot that I'll show you in a minute that's right there. It's on the other side of that brush pile and then that tree behind the brush pile. And I think I'm gonna have the Kentucky Amish come in and build like a finished cabin, no running water or septic. But maybe I'll have battery electricity. I'll get them to wire it for electricity. I'm going to build like a 12 by 20 foot cabin right there. Can't think of any better way to spend my tax refund. Alright, so the chainsaw I got for Christmas is a Stihl. Stihl? Is that Stihl? Stihl? Sorry. It's the... Here we go. MS 251C, and we're going to, this will actually be my first time using it for real in the woods, not just practicing at home. I watched all the British Columbia fellers training, like they're logging guys. They have all of these videos on YouTube. I'll link to them below, so if you guys want some really quality chainsaw training, that's where to get it, man. Those guys are pros. So, this is the piece I'm going to be cutting on. And you can see, oh yeah, I've probably lost about 30 pounds since the last time you guys saw me too, so. Let's see. You see, I was hacking on this, sawing it before. But really, out from here, I don't want that falling and picking these up somehow. I was gonna do like a lean-to shelter, but this not very stable. That leg right there is the only thing holding it up. So, my plan is to kind of make a cut here, and then here, and then my back cut over here, while and hope that'll fall that way. And I am not an expert with a chainsaw by any means, and you're about to see that. As long as I don't cut anything off of my body, we will call this successful. I don't think you can see me starting the chainsaw. That's okay. I'm going to do the foot method where I hold it and put my foot on it and burp it. Okay, so chain brake is off. Chain brake is on. Can't see it, but I've got a little wedge carved there. Now I'm going to come in from this side so it falls away. Hopefully. So it's almost all the way through. I probably didn't cut my wedge big enough, but I think it might just push. My chain brake is on. Yeah. It's got a little bit more to go. That's the first time I used it. I'm still alive. I'm actually gonna... I realize I'm yelling. Alright. So the chainsaw down. So again, this is the first time I've used it for real. And I'll let you bring you around here and see what we did. It was kind of high, but you see my wedge right there that I cut. I went up here, and then there was another piece. Well, you can't see. I went up there, and there was another piece I cut down here, and then I just came in for my back cut, and it did what it was supposed to do. This much didn't get cut through, and it kind of folds and falls over. I can't remember what you call that piece. But, so I mean, I would really, you know what I think I'm going to do is just like start down there and cut off pieces of it. This is the only leg that's supporting it, so I think I'm going to start down there and just start taking off pieces and come up to right there. All right, so my next plan, like I just said, I think, oh, actually, I wonder if this tree is supporting it a little bit. I think it's going to roll that way maybe. That's interesting. So it does look like this tree is supporting it. It's pushing that way. So if I cut right here, this part will go that way, but this part may come this way. And then it's going to catch on that tree up there. So I think I need to make sure that I'm out of the way when I'm cutting here. And then on bucking, so the binding force is pushing this way. This part wants to go this way, this part wants to go this way. So I just need to keep that in mind and not try to just cut through it as fast as I can, but see, maybe make a few cuts to relieve some of the pressure. And those cuts might actually need to be on this side. I don't want that to fall down into me. So I might need to stand kind of over here. Hopefully this tree will guard me a little bit. I don't know if you can, let me see what you guys see. Yeah, you can see that. And this tree will keep it from falling on me, I hope. See this big piece? That's probably about 200 pounds. Like, Brad, how do you know that's 200 pounds? I lift weights. I used to be a competitive power lifter, and I can deadlift 500 pounds, so. All right, let's do this again. Now I'll do it on the tree start. Chain brake is on. There we go. Chain brake off.
don't mind. I'm just gonna cut this for now. So now I'm not as worried about that flipping back, now that I see kind of what it did. But that's still going to go that way. I don't know how much pressure this is going to come off with though, so I'm going to make some like relief cuts just to see what it does right here. Chain brake. Okay, it did shift. You can't see over here, but I've got a bunch of cuts that the video said will relieve some pressure. And then I made another cut, and it did shift that way and tried to bind the chainsaw. So I think it's ready to go. And I'm just going to give it a little nudge here and see what happens. Well, nothing, because it is still completely bound up. All right, going again. Chain brake on. All right, now it wants to go that way. The tree does want to fall this way. And there's another tree up there that's going to catch it. So I am going to go ahead and remove this piece here. Yeah. We'll go ahead and remove that. And guys, I said I'm not a chainsaw expert. You feel free to point out things that I'm doing wrong, and I'll take it into consideration, look it up, etc., and keep getting better. Again, as long as I don't chop anything off. My wife is going to be really upset if something happens to come off of me. that bound up. There we go. Told you. I need those wedges. I actually loosened my chain a lot just then. So I need to well, at least it wasn't me.
Okay, so I didn't film all that, but I ended up getting the whole thing sawed up. And looks like this is the one I was saying I was putting those relief cuts in. Looked like Wolverine cut that one. And then you can see, like I said, my plan was I was just gonna go up after I got it fully on the ground and keep, this one gave me some problems. Actually, you might have seen the blade get bound here, and I had to use this stick, this tree limb, or actually that's probably a small tree trunk, to lever that to get my chainsaw out. I left my wedges at the house, but you can see I went all the way up the tree, right there, and here's where I threw a bunch of oil or fuel or who knows what onto the tree, and then that's the roots. So I'll probably, not today because I have campers showing up in about 30 minutes, but at some point, well, I should probably, I don't know, get all of these somewhere. I'll probably have to pull them with the truck. And I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I might try to split them, use them. Yeah, I mean, I'll see how they split and try to use them for something. Maybe I just split them in half and make some platforms for where my cabin is going to go, because my cabin's going to go right over there. And this is pretty seasoned wood. I mean, this tree, you can tell it's been down for a long time, and it doesn't have any rot in the center because it's been off the ground. So I don't know. I might try to, like that really fat straight piece right there, and that really fat straight piece right there, and the one up there. I might try to do something with those, and these others, I don't know. We'll see. And I'm sure whatever I decide, I'll show you guys. This is where I'm going to put the cabin right here. And actually, how about I put a picture of the cabin that I'm thinking of putting here right, I don't know, I'll just, when I'm editing, I'll pause it right here, throw in this picture, and there it is. Isn't that cool? It's weird saying that when I'm just looking at where the cabin's going to be. So, all right, that's all for today.